on DC News Now. A vote that eliminated a local police department.
We happen to like our police department. They do great things out here for us, and they always have.
Now there are calls to oust the elected leaders who made the decision.
Hey friends, we're waving goodbye to the sunshine. I have rain back in the forecast. We'll time it out coming up.
A Maryland man found dead in the Bahamas.
I want everyone who is responsible to be punished.
We're hearing from his family about the suspicious circumstances. Concerns are growing over a development project in Northern Virginia. Why families in Arlington say the plans will push them out of this historically black neighborhood. And celebrating a historic moment with the Great Eight.
Surprised to actually see him since he just beat Wayne Gretzky's record, and he actually shot a couple shots.
The special field trip for 895 kids.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at DC News Now at 9. I'm Susan Tran. Chris Flanagan has a night off. Let's take a live look outside right now to start off our Wednesday here at the Capitol building. It is a quiet night right now, but rain is headed our way. Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. And of course, we have to have a warm up, but also the rain.
Yeah, that comes with the kind of trade-off here. The warmer air back into the 60s for tomorrow afternoon. So that is going to be super pleasant. After dealing with frost and freeze concerns, things are headed for better temperature-wise, feeling more like spring. Satellite composite radar. We're seeing the leading edge of this storm system. It's well to our west. And so you do have a few raindrops compared to 24 hours ago when I was tracking in snow out towards the Alleghenies. And so this is a big transition now that warmer air is filtering in from the south. Here's the larger storm system as a whole, getting some lake enhancement from Lake Erie, and then you have Lake Michigan. Those two are combining, and this storm system is going to kind of blow up in nature. Tomorrow is not super aggressive with this rainfall, but it's going to be multiple waves. Temperatures as a whole, 49, nearly 50 degrees for DC, and the farther you get into Northern Virginia, into the middle 40s. Rain throughout your morning. You will see kind of a lull in the weather pattern throughout the afternoon before a secondary wave comes in. Futurecast, it's important, the timing of this rain. We'll look at that, Susan, coming up.
All right, thank you. Now to this public safety battle that has been brewing in Virginia. The Purcellville Town Council had voted to get rid of its police department, but now there's this effort to push out those town leaders. For families in the area, though, the questions remain. Who will patrol the streets and keep them safe? DC News Now's Max Marcilla has the latest on the controversy.
It's been less than 24 hours since the Purcellville Town Council voted to eliminate its police department, and now organizers here, well, they're asking everyone to sign these recall petitions against the mayor, the vice mayor, and the two council members who voted for that closure. It's a dramatic and unexpected shakeup in the small Loudoun County town of about 9,000, and this group of advocates is hoping to stop it before it starts.
We live here because it's a safe community, and it's a safe community because of our police officers.
This recall petition comes after the town council majority voted to end the town's own police department, leaving the town covered by Loudoun County sheriffs. It would save upwards of $3 million, and the mayor is defending his decision.
I feel that response time for critical issues will not suffer greatly.
But the vocal opposition is loud.
Oh my God!
After verbally objecting at Tuesday's meeting, it's making its voices heard through the recall efforts. Signatures coming outside Town Hall and inside a nearby bar.
The difference between the Sheriff's Department and Purcellville Police Department is the response time.
There's also current council opposition, which says it was not told about the move until the night of the vote.
My jaw dropped. I was like, I couldn't believe they were doing that last night out of the blue.
The county sheriff says informal conversations have begun, but Mayor Christopher Berteau says it's the right move, even as opponents criticize the lack of a plan.
We'll see a lot of the same familiar faces on the streets, in vehicles, but there'll be different vehicles and different uniforms.
The move, which is not formal yet, is drawing criticism from the department itself, which expresses its sincere disappointment and disbelief in a statement. In Purcellville, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Date. New details tonight on that proposed military parade for President Trump's birthday and to celebrate the Army's 250th anniversary. DC News Now got a hold of the application from the organization America 250. It outlines a parade route and concert stage over at the Ellipse for June 14th, and it lists the National Mall and surrounding areas to be used from 10 in the morning until 10 p.m. The musical performance shows 5 to 7 acts will follow the parade starting around 8 p.m. There are also plans for the Army's Golden Knights parachute team to land there in the ellipse during the parade, as well as a flyover. As for the parade route, the application says it's set to start at the Pentagon around 6 at night. It will then go across the Arlington Memorial Bridge, up 23rd Street and onto Constitution Avenue. It then follows the National Mall, ends at 15th Street right there near the ellipse. This is a developing story, and we'll continue to bring you the very latest on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. Staying in the district, and Mayor Muriel Bowser hosting a Public Service Workers Acknowledgement, honoring them for such a busy start to 2025. That includes that deadly mid-air collision at the end of January, as well as President Jimmy Carter's funeral and President Trump's inauguration.
I know that the work can be heavy, and it can be very heavy to carry off duty as well. I want to let you know that we appreciate you and we're here for you. It is a sacrifice for you and for your loved ones, but this work is so important.
The Chief of Police and the head of Fire and EMS also thanking all of these first responders. New tonight, a Maryland man on vacation in the Bahamas is found dead on the beach. And island police say the 23-year-old drowned, but his family in Bowie, they say that the circumstances surrounding his death are suspicious. DC News Now's Tim Reed is hearing from his brokenhearted family who are demanding answers.
Family members of 23-year-old Denari McCalmont are heartbroken about losing him so young in life. Today I spoke to his brother and his cousin who can't believe he's dead.
My heart just shattered. You know, I just couldn't believe that this could happen to somebody who's like my age.
Jasmine George is a college student at Bowie State University. This past weekend, she got the shock of her life after her family informed her that her cousin Denari was found dead on a beach in the Bahamas. George says Denari's mother believes his death is suspicious and someone allegedly beat him to death.
You know, if she says that he was beaten, and based on her assessment, he was. She said that his face was severely traumatized. You know, had this bruising, this swelling, like his teeth were damaged. You know, there was sand in his hair.
Late Wednesday afternoon, the Bahamian police force said the victim died as a result of drowning and no foul play is suspected. And a toxicology report hasn't been released yet.
I never knew him to be anything other than kind.
Jasmine says her cousin and his family were staying at a resort and last spoke to Denari Friday. His body was discovered Saturday morning, and although authorities say he drowned, his cousin says there is more to what happened.
If someone caused my cousin to die in pain alone, I need there to be restitution for that.
The victim's mother is still in the Bahamas and has retained a lawyer seeking legal assistance. In Bowie, Maryland, Tim Reed, DC News Now.
New tonight, President Trump is pausing most of his worldwide tariffs for 90 days. He's still keeping, though, 10% on all imports. But for China, this situation is intensifying. Every Chinese import will now immediately be hit with a 125% tariff, which will likely send prices soaring for so many items. Just think clothing, shoes, TVs, and cell phones. President Trump also calling for more tariffs on goods from all across the world, including copper, lumber, computer chips, and pharmaceuticals. Now, China is responding in kind, hiking up its tariffs on American imports from 34% to 84%. The European Union and Canada also hitting back, approving new retaliatory tariffs. We're going to have much more on the global response coming up in our next half hour. Developing now, the growing efforts in Northern Virginia to block the development of a new apartment complex in Arlington. Many in the community say it will push out black families who live right near a historic church that was once visited by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They brought their concerns to the county supervisors meeting tonight, where they were slated to vote on that proposal. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live now. And Ben, what are they saying about this project?
Hey there, Susan. Good evening to you. Happening right now, that Board of Supervisors meeting where neighborhood residents of the Green Valley area of Arlington Plus Parishioners of the Lomax Amy Zion Church in the area, they are voicing their concerns. They're about traffic, but also affordability. Should that 8-story building be built next to their historic church? Now, the board is considering whether to change the land use next to the church on South Glebe Road, just off 395, and if that land use should change. There are 2 hotels there right now. It's currently permitted for projects for the service industry, but it's proposed to be changed to medium-sized residential given the apartment plan. Now, the church, which was built in 1922 and is on the National Register of Historic Places, also sits in a historically black neighborhood. Its parking lot of the church serves as a site for Martin Luther King Jr. to speak while on his 1963 visit to D.C. for the March on Washington. Tonight, the main concern from residents expressed was traffic, but many expressed issue about affordability in the apartment building itself, which may only offer 9 affordable units out of 531. They're also concerned about neighborhood affordability.
Affordability of housing is pushing many residents out of Green Valley. Our children and grandchildren can't afford to live in Arlington, and they won't qualify for the affordable housing offer.
So I think we need to get back to the table and see how we can integrate this project into Green Valley.
Several supporters of the project as it's proposed right now, they did speak as well, saying that it could help spur local economic growth. Now, this plan does have its stamp of approval right now by the Arlington County Planning Office that had its hand in approving it thus far to get in front of the Board of Supervisors. They are actively considering right now whether to change the land use after hearing all of these comments from several residents and church members. We'll keep you updated. In Arlington, Ben Dennis, back to you.
I love Lakin because he's the best goal scorer in hockey.
I love it. 895 students from Northern Virginia with the coolest kind of class today. The kids from 5 different Arlington schools got the chance to watch Washington Capitals star here, Alex Ovechkin, on the ice at practice. 895, of course, the new NHL all-time goals record. And while this looked just like fun all day, the students did learn a whole lot about hockey, teamwork, and teachers hope that the morning will leave them feeling inspired.
These students can see what you can do and what you can be with hard work and following your goals and following your dreams. They're watching somebody spend his entire career in life dedicated to sports, doing something absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I would say it's great. Kids love it, we love it, and it's a great atmosphere.
Just fantastic. The grade 8 celebrations, though, they're just getting started. There's going to be a special ceremony tomorrow night for Ovechkin during the home game there at Capital One Arena. The puck drops at 7:30.